Hello, welcome to episode 1 of season 25. Is it our 25th season in the job? Let me just give this a check. It's kind of a landmark occasion if it is, and it is. Yeah, season 25. Wow. We've got Real Madrid in the Champions League group stage, Group F. We've also got Celtic and Zenit in this group. We are top, I believe, of our group at this moment in time with 6 points. Real Madrid have actually lost a game away against Celtic. Wow, okay, so it's looking like, even though it's a big name in European football, Real Madrid have gone off the boil a little bit. Let's have a look at the transfers in and out of the club through this summer. Let's check if we've got someone late here, which we haven't. So everything should be confined to this window. Let's go for it then. We'll go for organising through fees. You can see that we have spent way more this year than what we have sold. But I do apologise. Got the phone on a little bit of noise there if you heard it. Still need to sort out my new phone a little bit. But we've got way more players coming in now for money, but we're still financially secure just because we had 3 consecutive years there of selling more than what we actually bought. Really good players that we've brought in. Very, very happy. Let's go and, highlight everybody that's on loan. There you go. A load of players on loan. We've kept back the likes of John Proud that I'm trying to change positions. Borte I might see as a centre-back eventually. A signing from Barcelona, Robert Whelan, potentially midfielder, potentially right-back, you never know. Kwasi's here, I think he just didn't get a loan in. Rennie van Bell turning into a right midfielder. And this guy, Leon Baisi, that's going to be butchering the pronunciation here, going to be attacking right mid, trained to be attacking right mid. So they're just being held back, no loans for them at the moment. Takash went to Atletico Madrid on a free. Good centre-back, but I mean, he was about 24 now? Yeah, and I don't think he was going to break into the first team. Aiden was in and around. I was happy to see his contract expire, even though we could have got some money for him if people did approach, but they just didn't. Lander Erdekens. That's shocking. He went again. A couple of youngsters went again. Goodness me, shut up. It's the old phone. I've had to get into the old phone to log into the 2-factor authentication for my Twitch channel, so I could log into Street. It's long story short, so I could actually record this episode. And it was beeping away, but I've turned it off now, so we shouldn't have any more interruptions. So Erdekens went to Ghent, and so Jeroen Williams, players that you won't know much about, but I will touch upon these under-18s because from our academy, just being a little bit more patient with the players that we got from the youth intake and bringing in the 4-star players. They've actually both turned into 5-star recruits. Not going to expect much of them just yet because there's a lot of development to be done on them. But it's great to know that we've got a couple of max potential players. I just don't see it happening personally, but you never know. So we got Suleiman Cafando, who is dual nationality, also from Burkina Faso. And we've got, it's Marcus Ipore from the Rupel Boom Academy, and he's looking a bit better. I think out of the two, this guy might be the one. But they've got a lot of development to go, and in comparison to many of the players that we got in the under-18s, I think they would be pretty far down the list personally, but. You never know. At that age, it's such a lottery. who really develops and who doesn't. You're always going to lose a certain amount of money, but the amount you gain totally makes it worth it. So, coming back, we sell... Move out the way. Ilan went to Manchester City's under-23s. We'll never get into that side. Sorry. Barbero went to San Lorenzo. Funny enough, like there was a moment where he actually got signed to Rupel Boom that we didn't assign him properly, and he was hanging around in the first team. So he's made first team appearances, that lad. I was I remember seeing him. I was like, he's not supposed to be here, but he was registered. He was qualified. He was ready to go, and I mean, he didn't make a bad name for himself. I guess he got a transfer to San Lorenzo out of it. The absolute dud, Seiko Kuyame, he went to Chelsea for £6.5 million. Probably will never play for them. Alex Guilani went to Juventus. I think he managed to be 4-star in the potential. Eric Silva moves to Tottenham. Giovanni Bucciano, disappointing. Yeah, very disappointing to see that he not only went for really cheap, but didn't make the cut at the first team, because I thought it was going to happen. Valentin Isambot, any fans of the under-18s will remember that name fondly. He goes to Liverpool for £10 million. Abdi Abdullahi, another one that I thought was going to make it, but he has gone to Feyenoord after drifting to 4-star potential. Jean-Charles Jessuier goes to Chelsea for £10 million. A lot of really small, no bullshit, no closers, transfers, just getting them out of the club, making the money up, because we had to get as many good players around the ones that we have at this club, because Yael Doubts is not around anymore. Nicolas Martinez, he goes to Liverpool for £10 million. Roman Jimenez, I'm surprised that we even got 13.25 million for him. Ramon goes to Chelsea for £14 million. Predrag Vukdinovic, he goes to Genk. Carlo Romero somehow goes for 24.5 million. Lima goes for 26. Big monies now. Rangel, a shame that he went for just under 30 million. We thought that we were going to get a bit more for him, especially when Blaskovic gets 30 million from Porto. These guys kind of on the same wavelength, same kind of quality. Hernan Dumbia, another, like, Blaskovic is another one that I thought was going to make it just because of the sheer amount of speed, but didn't fill out properly. Dumbia should have made it, could have made it actually, if I'd given him more of a shot at left back, but we had players coming through that were a bit more exciting and a bit more natural in that position. Munoz, one of the Rupel Boom guys, goes for 48.5. So we actually made a bit of profit in the end on a player that we'd started out with a significant loss. Zakawani's gone. One of my favourite players goes to Manchester City. There's totally a reason for that. Really good reason. And Zanetti goes to Juventus. I think he's way better than what they're saying on the current ability. But 25 years old, he's getting to that stage now. £67 million was on the table. I was like, okay, no problem. They're probably a little drop in... No, we actually only paid 30 million for him. So £37 million profit there. I'm going to take it. This might be... Oh, it's nearly our biggest spend. I can, to be fair, looking at that, I understand why we'd spent so much in this particular season, because we sold a lot as well. But it's our second biggest spend ever. We got the best thing is that we got a lot of players, like quality players, for free. So Benjamin Sturm is younger than Zanetti. He's got around the same current and potential ability. No brainer to swap them two out. So effectively, you got £67 million profit if you're just comparing them two. Then just to take a couple off Club Bruges that were considered 4.5-star recruits. One did turn out to be 4.5-star recruit, and might be a good play for us. This guy turned out to be 4 stars, but on a free, going to be profit. Borte, maximum potential, really sound find. And Jura, I don't know why I did this, because I had him on trial, and he just, the head of youth development, who's the highest at judging the player's potential, he was like, no, this is only a 4-star recruit here. But I decided to take the gamble anyway, and it did kind of backfire. I think he's on loan at the moment. Maybe we get a couple of million for him and all will be good. And let's crack on and how much we've spent here. Advan, Hajdarevic. Immediately it was a 4-star player, and I was like, God damn, what on earth is going on here? But he's developed nicely, and they're saying now he's maximum potential, so he could be nice. Eduardo Belanga, finding him off the minimum fee release clause before Barcelona could slap on a big contract. Excellent work from Rupel Boom in the recruitment front. Andrea Font, I think he was a little bit underwhelming. I felt like it could have been a nice signing because we hadn't seen that many Swiss players come through this save, and they're probably due one. Fabio Luiz, believe that this guy's maximum potential. This could be a big one. Could be. Arturo Salas also could be a big one. Dropped slightly in the potential ability though. Signing for only 20 million from Atletico de Madrid. They usually bump up the price a little bit. So do Leon. But that's another 4.5-star player in Luc Gué. Okay. And then we got Regis Ngonge. And this is double thumbs up because he's Belgian. He's from Anderlecht, which is obviously an excellent academy. He's 5 stars. Big time player. Big time player for Rupel Boom to get. Raul. I think this was a shocker. You're always going to expect a couple of shockers with the amount of players that we're signing up. He's gone on loan to Schalke. Hopefully he does well. But I think me and him have an argument going on because I dropped him into the under-21s. Why is he getting mad at that? Surely he's seen the wingers that we've got in the first team and understand his place. Understand your place. Carlos Andre. Poor signing. But from this point, I think they're all good signings. That was 60 million down the drain. I think we won't get 60 million for him. We'll try and develop him as much as we can. Have we got him on loan at the moment? No. Get him on loan, develop him, sell him. We could still get a handsome amount of money, like a £30 million sale would be nice. Tristan Garcia, got him on trial from Chelsea and coughed up the money, £75 million, nailed on. That's a maximum potential player. Fantastic signing. Colombi, 4.5 stars. Yeah. Not for £80 million. At that point, I really want players that are going to make a difference in the first team. Imran El Fassi, I think this guy's going to make a difference. One of the new age centre-backs, replacing the likes of Koshak. He comes in 3.5 stars. He was 3 at the start, but moving up to 3.5 stars current ability, 4.5 stars potential. I'm going to believe that he's going to fill that entirely out and be a 4.5 stars defender for us. João Quadras comes in 4 stars current ability, was 4.5 stars, still doing a job, gives us incredible squad depth in the midfield, no complaints, very expensive, but just because of that release clause from Tottenham, I think it would have been foolish to not have gone for it. Our midfield in comparison to last season is so much better. And so is our attack in comparison to the second half of last season, because we got Richardson Renian. Was developing so nicely at Leicester, and he's already flying along here at Rupel Boom. And I'm just training him up to be also an attacking left mid, so we got a couple of options there. But man, that boy can finish. He can finish. So looking forward to seeing what he can do in the future. Very different to Yael Doubts. Doesn't have the aerial ability, but you never know. This guy could be a Ballon d'Or winner. You never know. With how he's progressed from 18 to 21. Yeah. I mean, I don't think Yael Doubts were that far in the dark greens, and definitely wasn't that close technically. He's a very, very skillful. His flares up to 17. This is one hell of a play. He's scoring top corner bangers. Really, really exciting signing. And for £90 million, you can't really go wrong in that. I was just making sure it was all right. The only issues that we got with him is that he was slightly injury prone. Actually, I got something to tell you. Gabbiadini and Ebersbach scored 40 goals each last season. Oh my goodness. I've had some Ben and Jerry's. Burnt the roof of my mouth on some baked beans a couple of days ago. Killing me. So I've been like scoffing this tub of Ben and Jerry's through the last couple of days. Coming back up a little bit. Gabbiadini and Ebersbach scoring 40 goals, which is just crazy to think that them like resulted in 80 goals together without even mentioning the assists. And to match each other, no outright top goal scorer is quite incredible. But like the goal scoring is in safe hands without Yael Doubts, which is awesome. We'll get there. It's gonna be painful. You know that it's gonna be painful. But as soon as we win the next Champions League, whether it be this year or next year or the year after, whenever it happens, yeah, the next time we win the Champions League, all that pain goes away, and that will be the start of the next chapter, and the next chapter where we can start thinking about building a new bloody stadium, because we need to get this new stadium in now. Surely we could fill in like 40,000, 50,000 seaters. I think our current stadium's only like 30,000. Oh, we could do 50. We could do 50,000. This is at the Bernabeu. Of course, it's usual that we have the group stage game at the most difficult away trip. Of course, in comparison to the other teams in the group, Real Madrid away is your most difficult game. Very similar on the stats. So we got Zhao Chen and Granelli with Gabbiadini on the left. Okay. Not what I would go for at the start, but I don't think Rennie's just got an injury. So we won't see Rennie this game. I think he got a twisted ankle recently, out for 3 to 4 weeks. Sees Celtic just beating Zenit. Havel. Have they still got... Oh, mate, they're still playing Havel at right back? That's absolutely wild. I'm going to check that out. Bro, you know, where... Go on, Ebersbach. Oh. Where did Stigmans go? Well, I swear Stigmans went to Real Madrid. And for him to get pushed out the team by Havel, I don't even think I'd be able to do that. Unless he's turned into something... No! What the f... You imagine Real Madrid playing that right back? Jesus Christ. No wonder why they're third in the Champions League group, consistent of us and Celtic. That is a bit of a disgrace, that, to be honest. I think, you know what? I feel sorry for Josh Sharp, who just doesn't deserve that. He doesn't deserve it at all. Ebersbach getting the first goal of the game. And, yeah, not really a surprise that it was created off the left-hand side. Whipping it in for the right midfielder. Half-time. Let's have a look at Wootner. Nice to see the holding midfielders here for Real Madrid. 2x Rupel Boom stars. Wootner's looking just insane. don't think Dennis Freitas will. Yeah, he's all right. He's not as good as Wout Nert. Clearly our best Belgian product so far. Danneman, yeah. It's a shame that Danneman couldn't really transfer them skills into central midfield play, because I think he would have a role to play here for Rupel Boom. I have the same kind of worries for La Rosa, isn't it? Guido La Rosa? Where's his name? Let's try and sort it out by alphabetical. So, he's got maximum potential here, but can he change into a Mazzala? It's gonna be a push, and if we can't sort it, this is why I thought Danneman would be able to do it, because he's got that defending. He's actually really good at defending, so like a deep line playmaker situation at centre mid doesn't seem completely out of the blue. Got a free kick here. Going to be crossed in by Havel. Chance. Yeah. It's Wootner. Okay. And he's been assisted by Furtado. So that's two of the old Rupel Boom players. Fair play, Woot. Fair play. We'll take that. We'll definitely allow it for Woot. Lot of love for that guy. Let's have Quadras in, who is a better Mazzala, as you'd expect. World-class Mazzala. I think the quality of midfielders, I don't think it's actually low in our squad, but has dropped current... I don't know, man. Like, the maximum for our midfielders has dropped in comparison to the strikers and the defenders. But then again, I can see where what they're saying, because we haven't got anything like Wout Nert. Morin's skipped past Minerato, but we do have the ball here with Wu Zhao Chen, and Granelli's going to go for it. Right, Granelli and Ebersbach seem to have just got in each other's way there. That was quite disappointing. Winners. That's going to be stopped by Gabbiadini, and we're off. For a second there, I thought it was going to be Real Madrid, but it is actually Rupel Boom with a fantastic finish from Lorenzo Granelli. Kids can finish. That's the good thing. The lads can still do the business. All right, let's see what we got on the subs bench. Ebersbach is looking tired. Kaya can do it off that right, which is awesome. Oh, yeah, and I didn't even know. I didn't even look at it, but Quadras can also play off the right, which is to a really good degree, which helps a lot. We're going to keep that back four intact. They look through the stats to be holding Real Madrid well. And Wootner had to go through about 3-4 Rupel Boom bodies to even get to the goal. Josh Sharp, what a player. Here goes Wootner. Oh, dear me. You're not playing for Rupel Boom anymore, son. Oh, good save. Yeah, I wouldn't want him to just give the game away for us. He's too good of a midfielder to be doing that. Probably... He's got to be in the top 5, best midfielders in the world. I know that there's still some players like Dominic Wolf around. Wonder if he's still playing for Liverpool. Either which way, he would be out of the question for Rupel Boom. Too old, too much money. Wu Zhao Chen. Lovely. There's also a lad, Cotterill. Chitty Cotterill, wasn't it? He was really good for Liverpool. And Juan for Atletico Madrid. Man. Go on! Gabbiadini should have kept it down. But it's looking good for Rupel Boom. So see this kind of stat line? Away against Real Madrid, fills me with a lot of confidence. You'll have seen that Guy Guerin is back in the first team. I think with the drop-off of Plodge, it was something that needed to happen, even though he doesn't like big matches that much. I think the love of the club, I believe he is a supporter of the club. I believe that kind of love will get him through the big matches. And Verhoek was a quality player, even when the big matches came around, and he didn't like them that much. Let's go talk about this a little bit, because Sabria's gone into the first team as a right back. That's why Zakwani's left. So he's come from the under 21s. Couple of long spells here and there, but very, very competent right back. What else have we done? Goalkeeper. There has been a change in the goalkeepers. I've been trying to get Chiara away. We've listed him because Morangos, an amazing loan spell for Morangos, and he's looking like another world-beating goalkeeper. We might have a bit of a problem with him and Restrepo, but I think Restrepo might win that because of the eccentricity of Morangos. Don't like eccentric players or eccentric goalkeepers. What else have we changed? Voropayev's in, but that was late, earlier, maybe last season. No, I think that's it. That's it. We've gone through. The big changes really are the new Spanish right back coming in from the under-21s and just new signings in general. And that's it. That is your lot. Hopefully you approve of the new transfers. I certainly do. All right. See you next time.